Imagine waking up to the sweet sound of profits flowing into your bank account, all from the humble eggplant. That's right. While most farmers are struggling with traditional crops, greenhouse eggplant growers are quietly building empires. In the last year alone, specialty eggplant varieties have seen price increases of up to 300% in premium markets, with demand far outstripping supply. The global eggplant market reached $38.5 billion last year, with projected growth rates that make tech startups jealous. This isn't just farming. It's your ticket to extraordinary wealth through one of agriculture's best-kept secrets. Today, we're breaking down the complete blueprint for greenhouse eggplant success. We've split this guide into 4 easy-to-follow parts to make your journey crystal clear. In the first part, we'll dive into eye-opening eggplant statistics from around the world, revealing why this underrated crop is a gold mine waiting to be tapped. In the second part, we'll cover all the basics of eggplant cultivation, soil requirements, ideal temperatures, and the varieties that command premium prices. The third part focuses on advanced greenhouse techniques that allow you to produce perfect eggplants year-round, regardless of outdoor conditions. Finally, we'll unveil our proven 3-year business plan that can transform a modest greenhouse operation into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to start your eggplant empire. Part 1. Global Eggplant Market. The Hidden Giant. Let's talk numbers. The global eggplant market has been quietly booming, reaching $38.5 billion in 2024, with an annual growth rate of 5.8%, outpacing many traditional vegetable crops. In the United States alone, eggplant consumption has increased by 23% in the last 5 years, yet domestic production only meets 62% of demand. This supply gap creates a perfect opportunity for new growers to enter the market. China remains the world's largest producer at 34 million tons annually, but their exports to Western markets are limited by transportation challenges and quality concerns. India follows at 13.4 million tons, mostly for domestic consumption. The United States produces just under 150,000 tons, primarily in Florida, New Jersey, and California. However, the real money isn't in commodity eggplants, but in specialty varieties. Japanese fairytale and white eggplants can command prices up to $7 per pound in high-end markets, compared to $1.20 for standard varieties. The organic segment is growing even faster at 12% annually, with greenhouse-grown organic eggplants fetching premium prices year-round. Restaurant demand has surged as plant-based eating continues to trend upward, with eggplant increasingly featured as a meat alternative in upscale establishments. Food service buyers report persistent shortages of consistent, high-quality eggplants, especially during winter months, a gap that greenhouse growers are perfectly positioned to fill. Part 2. Eggplant Growing Basics, Setting the Foundation. Eggplants, Solanum melongena, are warm-weather perennials grown as annuals in most climates. They thrive in temperatures between 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 29 degrees Celsius, making them perfect for controlled greenhouse environments. These nightshade family members require full sun exposure, translating to a minimum of 14 to 16 hours of light in greenhouse settings. For soil, eggplants prefer well-draining, slightly acidic medium with pH between 5.8 to 6.5. A soilless mix of coconut coir, perlite, and vermiculite works exceptionally well in greenhouse container systems. Nutrient requirements include moderate to high levels of nitrogen during vegetative growth, transitioning to higher potassium and phosphorus during fruiting. Calcium deficiency can lead to blossom end rot, so maintaining proper calcium levels through fertigation is essential. When selecting varieties for greenhouse production, focus on those bred specifically for indoor growing. Nadia and Epic offer excellent disease resistance and high yields of traditional purple eggplants. For specialty markets, Fairytale, Purple Striped Miniature, Hansel, Slim Finger Type, and Cloud9, White Cylindrical command premium prices. Japanese varieties like Millionaire and Kamo have thin skin, minimal seeds, and fetch top dollar in Asian markets and high-end restaurants. Water management is critical for eggplants. They require consistent moisture but are susceptible to root diseases if overwatered. Drip irrigation with moisture sensors maintains ideal conditions while conserving water. Pollination in greenhouse settings requires human intervention or the introduction of bumblebees, with each flower needing proper pollination to develop into marketable fruit. Part 3. Advanced Greenhouse Techniques, Year-Round Production. The real magic of greenhouse eggplant production lies in creating perfect growing conditions regardless of external weather. Modern climate control systems allow for precise management of temperature, humidity, light, and CO2 levels, resulting in yields up to 4 times higher than field production. Vertical growing systems maximize space efficiency in greenhouses. Using high-wire trellising methods similar to those used for greenhouse tomatoes, plants can reach heights of 8 to 10 feet, dramatically increasing yields per square foot. Some advanced operations utilize rotating vertical systems that can produce up to 12 pounds of eggplant per square foot annually, compared to 3 pounds in traditional field production. Hydroponic and aeroponic systems take production to another level. Dutch bucket systems work particularly well for eggplants, providing excellent drainage and oxygenation to the root zone. Nutrient film technique, NFT, systems can also be effective for smaller varieties. These soilless methods allow for precise nutrient delivery, resulting in faster growth cycles and more harvests per year. Integrated pest management, IPM, is essential in greenhouse eggplant production. Beneficial insects like Incarcia formosa and Phytosciolus persimilis control common pests like whiteflies and spider mites without chemicals. Physical barriers such as insect screens and sticky traps provide additional protection. UV reflective mulches have shown promising results in deterring pest insects while increasing light efficiency. Carbon dioxide enrichment represents another advanced technique that can increase yields by 20 to 30%. Maintaining CO2 levels between 800 to 1,000 parts per million during daylight hours significantly enhances photosynthesis and fruit development. Combined with supplemental lighting during shorter winter days, this creates truly optimal growing conditions year-round. For lighting, the latest LED technology with specific spectrums for vegetative growth and fruiting stages has revolutionized greenhouse production. Custom light recipes with higher blue spectrum during early growth and increased red spectrum during flowering and fruiting optimize plant development at each stage. Automated harvesting systems using computer vision can identify fruits at perfect ripeness, increasing harvest efficiency by up to 40%. These systems reduce labor costs while ensuring consistent quality. Post-harvest handling through vacuum cooling extends shelf life to 14 to 21 days, opening markets beyond local distribution. Part 4. The Billion-Dollar Business Plan. Your 3-year path. Year 1. Start with a modest 10,000 square foot greenhouse, focusing on premium varieties with established market demand. An initial investment of approximately $350,000 covers greenhouse construction, hydroponic systems, environmental controls, and operating capital. Focus production on 3 key varieties: standard Italian eggplant, Japanese eggplant, and white eggplant. Target local restaurants, farmers markets, and specialty grocers to establish reputation and direct sales channels. First-year revenue projection: $180,000 to $220,000 with proper execution. Implement a rigorous data collection system tracking everything from germination rates to final yields. This data becomes your competitive advantage as you scale. Establish relationships with restaurant chefs and produce buyers personally, offering samples and consistent weekly deliveries. By year end, secure at least 3 wholesale accounts with premium grocers in your region. Year 2. Expand to 25,000 square feet based on first-year data, showing highest performing varieties and most profitable market channels. Investment: $400,000 to $500,000, potentially funded through profits, agricultural grants, or investors impressed by your first-year metrics. Add specialized varieties like fairy tale eggplants and heirloom varieties commanding $5 to $7 per pound wholesale. Implement automated environmental controls and harvesting assistance technology to increase labor efficiency by 35%. Begin contract growing relationships with high-end restaurant groups and specialty produce distributors, securing guaranteed purchase agreements before planting. Second-year revenue projection, $650,000 to $800,000. Pursue organic certification if market research indicates sufficient premium in your area. Develop value-added products like pre-grilled frozen eggplant slices or ready-to-cook eggplant packages for meal kit companies. Begin exporting to Canada or regional markets within 500 miles of your operation. Year 3. Scale to multiple facilities totaling 100,000 plus square feet through strategic partnerships or acquisition of existing greenhouse operations. Investment, $2 to $3 million through traditional financing, agricultural investment funds, or partnership with larger food corporations seeking local production capacity. Implement full automation including robotic harvesting, AI-driven climate control, and predictive yield software. Establish your own distribution network and processing facility for value-added eggplant products. Target national specialty grocery chains and food service distributors with year-round supply contracts. Third-year revenue projection, $3.5 to $4.2 million with 30 to 35% profit margins. Begin licensing your growing protocols and systems to other farmers, creating additional revenue streams beyond direct production. Consider vertical integration by producing your own proprietary eggplant varieties through selective breeding programs. Third-year end goal, company valuation of $15 to $20 million, setting the stage for continued expansion or acquisition offers. Remember, this isn't fantasy. It's happening right now with several greenhouse vegetable operations across North America. The key difference between struggling farmers and agricultural millionaires often comes down to crop selection, controlled environment growing, and smart marketing to premium market segments. The eggplant opportunity window remains open, but won't last forever as more growers catch on. Those who move quickly, implement these advanced techniques, and execute the business plan methodically can achieve extraordinary results. Your greenhouse eggplant operation could be the foundation of not just a comfortable living, but genuine wealth creation through modern agriculture. Start small, scale intelligently, and always focus on premium quality over commodity volume. The path to becoming an eggplant millionaire is clear. The only question is whether you'll take the first step. Happy growing.